Hello, welcome back. Last time, Gym Redo went pretty okay. Some sticking points have gone away, while some others have stuck around. Got 4 more sections to finish, and if I'm lucky, maybe I'll get to play some actual levels today. Feather Tech, what are you? Right. Like diagonal direction, increase your speed, feather boost. Okay. But the actual thing you're showing, right, this is... Whoa. Dash away as soon as you touch, you can enter the feather without the displacement. What does this even mean? So, first of all, why does dashing away intersect with the shield? Why doesn't it just miss it? Is it because I touch it and it bounces down and then back up, but I'm still in my dash animation at that time? Or does dashing expand my hitbox, so count as like penetrating from inside to the outside? I need to know these things. Do I really? It's recommended to dash before touching the shield, so you can buffer the dash away from it. You're using the word buffer here, but I don't think that's what's happening here. Is it? Dash before touching the shield so you can buffer the dash away from it. I mean, I don't feel like this text describes what's happening here. The way I would write this, the way I'm understanding, is... Dash expands your hitbox, and if you dash away you can displace the feather's starting position. So at the precise moment you're about to touch the bubble, expand hitbox such that it intersects with the bubble. I guess. That's the way I'm understanding that. Okay, so what this is about is getting a little bit of extra distance out of a feather. Got it. Apply the solid, move the affected away. Yep, sure. It's feather basics. Yes, of course. Oh right, so gotta do a double bump, got it. So up, release, go that way, release, and then be faster about it. Release you say, but really you mean reverse. Okay, got lots of distance. This would be for, what was that feather level? I never remembered which name that was, but there was a feather level somewhere in this lobby. Where's the feather stain? Input a jump. He likes it. Feather stain perform a long jump. Right, okay, a feather super. Yes. That's literally what it's called. Okay. So do I hold diagonal, change to horizontal? No, I need to aim manually. Okay, and that's just like any old air super. That's a hard target to hit. Because, yeah, I don't think there's any automatic way to do that. Okay. Feather Tech, very simple. Not a lot to it. Spike Jump. Again, which one? Ah, this one. Right, this silly thing. Moving well, spike service. Yeah, of course. Well, moving fast enough. Yep, sure. Right, no dash regain, of course. Oops. See, now, that wasn't the problem you described in your thing. That was the super. Okay. Got it. There's a third problem you can also have. Of course. Block boosted wall bounce, right. Okay. So yeah. Invulnerability from spikes on moving blocks is what I would call this instead of, what do they call it? Something that was much shorter than that. Alright, I understand all of that stuff. Whoops! What happened? I think I dashed the wrong direction. Anyway, that's very simple. Even if it looks weird. Right, okay. Ugh. Alright, so this only sometimes works. So downward wind with spikes on floor lets me do a spike invulnerable jump. I pressed the jump button ridiculously early. I pressed it still pretty early, but not too terribly early. What is this? toward? I can? Okay, so you're pushing me... Okay. So... Hang on. Push me harder? Okay, so any left input makes the spikes non-deadly. Got it. Alright, so this is what I wanted to see. So it is not my velocity, it is my, like, intended move direction that determines spike invulnerability. As soon as I stop holding left, that's when I die. Okay, that is an important nuance. Okay. Yeah, so doing that more slowly than the shadow does it makes the trick much more obvious. Right, and I gotta stop holding left once I'm at the top. Okay, cool. Reform tech. This thing, right, this is Shatter Song stuff. Yeah, so having the context of, like, which level uses what, you know, doing a sample, like, one gym, then sample, then second gym, then the real run, feels like it could help smooth things out, maybe. Just so I know better what to expect, and how it might be used. I might have to, like, do that iteration process a few more times if I wanted to... I'm talking as though I'm going to get through the Grandmaster lobby. It's not impossible, it is not currently the plan, though. But plans can change. Just gotta see how this goes to determine what's gonna happen. Move blocks, core bounce blocks, and cassette blocks. So the hot core blocks. No. Yes. Maybe? Why not the icy ones? You say core bounce blocks. The icy ones don't bounce me, so I assume you mean the hot ones. But why are the icy ones excluded from this? Okay, anyway. If you're inside, reforming blocks, hitbox, so is it nonsense? Reform. Yes, of course. Sure. Yeah, alright, simple enough. That particular one is much more basic than Grandmaster, but now we're going to use it more complicatedly. Reform cakes, moving horizontally, sure, got it. Input a jump, you'll wall kick off the side of the newly reformed block. Are you going to explain why I was getting that weird vertical boost in Shatter Song in here? Because, like, something reformed and I jumped on it and it took me way higher than a jump normally would go. Mm-hmm, got it. Yeah, see, so there's an icy block, so it's gonna... It's included, it's just that, like... I don't know, the wording there was very strange to me. Did I not wait long enough for it to reform or something? I guess not. 1, 2. 1, 2. I started counting at a weird time, but it was close enough. So yeah, I mean, like, all the time I spend inside the block will compensate for miscounts. Right, the spikes come in later, of course. Land on top of a spiked block. Will that refresh my dash? Yes. Nice. Okay. Cool. Move blocks will not be activated? Yes, of course, because they're still reforming. Ah, but core blocks... Okay. So, do this. Wait for it to be ready to reform. Takes about 2 seconds. Go up, get dash back, then do... Wah! Okay. And then you suggest... an extended hyper, okay? Got it? Alright. Everything there makes perfect sense. Here we go, the displacement, the Shatter Song mechanic. What is this? Okay, I guess that makes sense. Okay, so I see what's going on here now. So just before red toggles to blue, the one that is currently solid moves down 1 pixel, the one that is not solid moves up 1 pixel. Therefore, the one that's about to reform is 1 pixel inside my feet. So I jump up, my feet get pushed up and boosts my jump with the one that's becoming solid. Okay, now I can actually see what's happening here and understand it in context. Good. Okay. 2 overlapping, different colors, yep. Reform boost or cassette boost. So it can work with non-cassette things. Got it. Will that be used here anywhere, or is that just, like, for reference? Like if you play another compilation of levels? That stuff's not always clear to me. Make sure to avoid buffering the jump input. Okay, sure. I did it, but I did the rest of my jump bad. Okay, alright. I mean, I understand. Superwave. This one gave me trouble. Let's see how it is today. This one I think is used in Summit? Lowercase? Maybe? That was my impression, but did I ever actually use that during that room? Well, I see these crumbling blocks, and that's the level I think of. Anyway. Perform a super, super on the platform after jumping. Then do a reverse, and right, the reverse inputs in the middle of a super, and why do I do this? It's to convert a super into a wave dash. So since I don't want the super trajectory there, but that's how I have to start it. Yeah, got it, okay. Couldn't I just do a crouch dash air super? What do they call that? There was another name for it. But would not an air crouch super take me through the... Ah, that's why the touch switch is there. To make sure that thing doesn't disappear quick enough for that, right? If you don't get your dash back, you started the regular reverse wave dash too early. If the crumble block crumbles, you started too late. Okay. If I try this... That didn't look like the right trajectory. It looked like I was too high. But also, I mean, that's specifically there to prevent that. I started too late. Oops. I didn't get my super at all. I started too late. There we go. Let's do that a couple of more times until it feels good. Let's do that a couple of more times. I don't know if that second part would ever happen, but maybe it will. Let's do that a couple of more times in case it starts feeling good. Oops. Yeah, so gotta be really quick and specific about which way I want to dash, and that's always tricky for me in situations like this. Is that too late, or am I not getting the super? I guess I'm too late. Okay, how can I make this more reasonable for myself? I don't have to make any directional inputs at all until I'm starting the reverse. Is that true? Yes. Okay. So no directional inputs at all until starting the reverse. And try to do it a little earlier, I'm just doing it too slow, I think. So now... Wait, why did that work? That wasn't even a super, was it? I didn't touch the thing. Oops. Yeah, so just controlling my dash direction. Very, very hard to do here. This is probably one of the few moves that would be easier on a keyboard than a gamepad. How do I use my keyboard? Let's try this. That was not the jump button. Okay, what's my jump button on the keyboard? I've never played this game with the keyboard. What's my dash button? Ah, that was it apparently. Alright, C jumps, X reads and dashes. Ah! Okay, C jumps, X dashes. This is going to be impossible for me. Right? I want to do it once. C, X, C. Down left X, right C. Why did I go that way? Okay, I have, like, a negative amount of dexterity on the keyboard. I want to do it once. But, like... I should be able to get these inputs. But clearly I'm not going to. Alright, forget that. Yeah, I mean, like, keyboard controls just do not function for me. I have hundreds of hours of practice doing it the other way. Yep. I mean, like, this isn't good, but it's better. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna get at least 2 in a row. Okay, so most of the time my down left input isn't coming through, so I need to hold that one for longer for sure. If your failure is down left, then just be sure you're holding that for the amount of time necessary. Wow, I hate this. Yep, this is still awful. There. That doesn't count as an attempt, like with the type of failure that I'm trying to fix. Okay. Yeah, this is awful. This is the worst technique in the entire compilation, I would say. Like, I hate everything about how this feels. Yep, this is really, really bad. There. Yuck! Wow, that's bad. If I move right a little bit before starting my super, no, that just makes the spikes kill me. Okay, that was way fewer reattempts than usual. Yeah, I'm gonna be useless in any level that wants me to do this. Like, this just isn't ever gonna happen. Except in this specific situation, very, very rarely. So yeah, Summit is not on the table. Currently. Okay, that was like 3 attempts to get another good one. So I'm mostly being too late. I need to learn to err early. I did it twice in a row. Can I do it a third time? No. Well, third time, yes. Third time in a row, no. Whatever, good enough. Superwave on a cloud, regular boosted wave dash. Yep, got it. Good. Longer is what I want. What the? A little longer. Well, so like what I was doing. Wait, so if I make no input, that's what happens. The cloud carries me down to the spikes. So I had to do the super really early. That one is way easier. Yeah, so off a cloud is way easier than a crumble. Like, yeah, I can do that one 3 times in a row. That counted. That's close enough. Yeah, it's a cloud. It didn't count it, but I do. Yep. Because, yeah, my failure there just says, why am I not going up right? It may have nothing to do with the technique at hand, but it matters. Like, again, this is just my dash direction. Okay, fine, I'll do this again. Like, do I need to just sit here for 5 hours and keep doing this until I can do it on command? No, I don't need to unless I'm going to a level that involves it. So, if I'm playing Summit, it'll be preceded by 5 hours of practice of this for like 3 days in a row. Then maybe someday it'll be possible for me to like actually do it on command. But yeah, this just super sucks, and like it's a complete non-starter to even try and do it on the keyboard. Gamepad's much better, gamepad is terrible. Wow, I hate this. This just feels like just absolute garbage. Why is my super not coming out? I guess I'm doing it too late? There! Get out of here! Never doing that again. Yuck! Hate. Just the worst thing. Okay, so what's this? Not inputting jump for the super in a super wave. Results in a grounded super wave. What? Jump and dash right says you land on the swap block. Don't jump. Okay, so I'm entering it such that my feet are on the thing. So it's the first half of an air super. Then I turn that into a reverse extended hyper, okay? In that little tiny space? Too wide? Okay, if you say so. Is this setup seriously used somewhere in a level? Like, what is this? I mostly did it. That was, that hyper wasn't extended. Alright, it's my... I'm not getting... like, hold on. Okay, there we go. That was the prerequisite for what I needed. But I need to wait, like, way longer? Okay, so extend more. Not that much more. Like, I'm either getting a wall jump or a... like, this is not enough space for an extended hyper. Did I, like, ditch this before completing it when I did the gym before? I don't feel like I feel like I remember trying this and not being able to ever do it. But this is the end of the section, so surely I did this once. My hair's not coming back. Because this isn't enough space for an extended hyper, I can only do a regular one. What do you want from me? You claim your hair is red, but that can't possibly be true. Because this isn't enough space, I need at least 3 tiles. You want me to find the exact pixel during this exchange? I don't think that was right. So, like, how do you expect me to get my hair back? Okay, you do it. Do it at 0.3 speed. I mean, it's the same thing I'm doing. You must just be in a very different, slightly different place. So how far right can I go? You say don't input jump. Oh, well, but that killed me, but that might just be because of, like, inaccurate physics here or something. It's possible. So later? Later. Okay, but that still does kill me. There! Yuck! Okay. So, let's just never play a level that involves that technique. That was not as disgusting as the opening one in the, in that section. It was the second worst. Okay. Alright. I found my least favorite things. They're in there. In that gym. At the very end of it. Okay, so let's take inventory. What do I think I'm doing? Lava lair? That was the plan at one point. Let's locate lava lair. Let's do a room in lava lair. Really? Really? You think so? I'm not in the right state of mind for that. Let's look at what I did once in lava lair. It's green. That's all I know. It's green and it's called lava lair, and this obviously isn't it. That's Kevin. Okay. So it could be up there. Yeah, you know what? Going in here just doesn't make any sense. This is fractured iridescence, right? Okay, you know what? Remind me what this was. Because, like, the name doesn't bring to mind anything. Oh, that's because I forgot what this was entirely. There's like this is a speed check block or something? Yeah, that's right. I sampled this and completely forgot what it was. Yo! Suddenly this level has my interest now that I remember what it even is. Okay. And yeah, I think for all of these I want to actually start from the beginning. So let's not save. Yeah, I do not want my save for this. Okay, so let's do this then. Since I have like a weird amount of time. Let's resample levels whose names don't bring to mind what they actually are. Flipside, Cliffside, I know. Lava Lair, I understand, mostly. Kevin, I don't remember like what I did in there. I just know it involves Kevin. Okay, so let's go there and try it. What am I doing with Kevin? I'm gonna spend 1:45, that's not much. I'm going to spend even less now, just remembering. I want to restart chapter. Right, so that's a, Ooh, okay, that's fun. Right, doing stuff like that. Okay, I mean, it's Kevin's stuff. That was as much as I learned. Okay, uh-oh. The more of these I look at, the more I'm certain that I want to spend some real time in them. Okay. What I am imagining for my future at this point does indeed include getting all the greens done. I am not committing to that, however. I feel strongly that I have unfinished business in all 4 of these and that I want to do them. Okay. Now, hold on. That tells me some things. That tells me what I should do is tie off my efforts back in the beginner lobby, get that golden strawberry, then focus on these greens, then reevaluate and see what I want to do. I am also having another urge here. This is gonna go on, like, this Let's Play is literally never gonna end, is it? I know there'd be some people who'd be happy about that. I mean, like, this is a finite amount of stuff, however, there have been days when I have felt the draw to get some intermediate silvers. I think that is absolutely something that is possibly on the table now. Oh, hold on, is this intermediate? It's been like 100 years since I was here. No, it's been like 1.5 years since I was here. More than that, hasn't it? Am I in the intermediate lobby? None of these names are like... How long has it been since I was here? Yeah, this is intermediate. Okay, anyway, yeah, so intermediate silvers are something I am seriously considering. Let's see how the beginner gold goes first, though. Okay, yeah, so putting a little bit of time between Grandmaster Gym and Grandmaster levels, I think that's okay. Because again, I'd rather tie off my business here before I really get into that, and I can always go back to the gym for another workout if I need to know a specific thing. But I think now that I've seen each section in there twice total, they'll stick with me well enough. Because, you know, that's more time than I've spent with gyms on all the other lobbies. But all the other lobbies were much more reasonable. Alright, so next time, I want to start the gold project, and when that's done, then Grandmaster Greens can be a thing, and if I want to break from that, I give myself the potential activity of intermediate silvers. Alright, that is my future. So next time, gonna start Blueberry Bay, Heartside, and I will see you then.